folks, welcome to the channel. It's the BMD on Major League Broadcasting, MLB, and we're so happy to have a return guest. I interviewed this cat about 2 years ago, and he has been breaking and spitting fire. Welcome to the show, Young Stitch. I didn't know that. I only knew you as Stitch, but we're going to get to you at some time. Right now. How you doing, bro?
I am great. Thanks for having me.
Well, listen, we're glad you joined the channel for this morning. Viewers, this is an up-and-coming rapper who just signed a big record deal. 2 years ago, he won one of the contests. I think it was the BET Awards Freestyling competition. I think that was 2018, if I'm right. And you
2018, correct? Yeah.
You just won it again?
No. So I won the whole world champions of that, but no, I just actually got signed with Stealth Bomb Records. So that's the newest feat lately. That's been keeping me pretty busy.
So how competitive was the contest? Tell us a little bit about that.
The contest was really crazy. So we did 4 different ones. BET, should I say, did 4 different contests. There was one in Toronto, one in London, UK, one in LA, and one in NY. And they got basically like 30, 35 of the best rappers that would submit entries, and they would pick the best 35 to compete against each other. So I won the Toronto division, and then the people that won their divisions, we all met up in LA for the finals, and then I beat all of them as well. So it was a pretty fierce competition. I think I beat out, like, I want to say about like 130 rappers or something like that, maybe.
Wow. And was it competitive enough where they were really throwing stones?
Yeah, like there was definitely some good rappers there. Like, especially in Toronto, there was a lot of guys that I looked up to and guys that I've been in the scene with for many years. So it was crazy to kind of beat them. And then, yeah, in the finals, you know, a couple stones were thrown, and I guess I don't take well to getting stones thrown at me. So when I got a stone thrown at me, I just sort of went off and took off heads.
Oh, that's good. And tell us a little bit about your signing of your deal. I mean, not the intimate parts, but how did all that come about?
So basically, Stealth Bomb Records is run by a Canadian legend in the scene, Snack the Ripper. He's a really, really big deal as far as hip-hop goes in Canada. A staple in Canadian hip-hop for sure. And just all around good dude. But I was at the store one day, the liquor store actually, and I got a missed text from him. And it was just, yo, Stitch, this is Snack the Ripper. Give me a call back. And I'm kind of like, what? Like, no way. So I gave him a call back, and he basically told me that he was rebuilding his label and that he wanted to have some really dope artists on the label. And yeah, so he called me and asked me if I wanted to be part of the movement. And I said, for sure. And shout outs to my boy Junk too, because my boy Junk, I think, is who put the bug in his ear in regards to myself. So yeah,
how does the deal work in terms of year of the contract, or what do you have to do at your end to live up to the agreement?
You know, without getting into too much detail on it, basically it's just, you know, when I'm doing my projects and they're under Stealth Bomb Records, they're going to get pushed by Stealth Bomb. And in return, there's many good benefits to being on the team, you know. They like Snack the Ripper tours the world. He sells out shows everywhere, and anyone that rolls with him seems to do pretty good. So it's kind of one of those, as long as I'm willing to stay working, which I always am, and stay creating good music, there's going to be plenty good opportunities for me with this.
So life since we last talked is full speed ahead. Tell the viewers, because we got to do a bit of a catch-up too, tell them how you started in the industry.
Well, I've been at it for many, many years. I'm 30 now. I started doing music when I was like 12 years old. I started even recording at a very young age because my uncle had access to a recording studio. So I've sort of been at it for a long time. And once I got the bug and I got those first mixes sent back to me at a really young age, I kind of just put it in my head that this is what I wanted to do. So I've spent countless years, you know, thousands. I've put in my 10,000 hours like 10,000 times. So it's something you got to really work at if you want to reap in the fruits of your labor, you know. But it's been a long journey, and it's exciting, and I'm still on it.
Are you a believer of practice makes perfect?
100,000%. Yeah. You can only fluke it and luck out for so long. for longevity and timelessness in the game, and to just learn and grow. You're never done learning. You're never too good to learn something, So I'm constantly learning with my craft. And people be like, wow, like you're so far along, you're so good at what you do. And it's like, no, every day I learn something new and try something different, and, never take myself too seriously to learn some new dope stuff.
So tell the viewers a bit of the process in your 9 to 5 day. I know I'm saying 9 to 5 is just a general term.
For sure.
But tell us your 9 to 5 day.
Well, as of late, basically I do a lot of work in the studio, and I have a lot of projects on the go. So, I mean, for things to work and things to stay going, you need to constantly be making new product. You need to constantly be giving the people content. But also I do really well with, up until COVID, with shows. Performances is a good way to, generate income, selling your merchandise. But also collaborations. I work with lots of artists, people that want to work with me, and fans of my music that are also artists. They hit me up, and I don't have too bad of rates, and I work with up-and-comers all the time. I feel like it's a good way to not only give them an opportunity, but just to branch out, right? Music's all about networking. So the most natural way to network is to do songs with other people. But my 9 to 5 basically involves me, I'm usually huddled in front of my computer with the speakers going, just writing lots. I write a lot of different verses and songs a week. For sure.
What about the beats? Are you your own beat master, or are you collaborating with a beat master?
So, we got a bunch of producers, but you know what? I'm not picky, I am picky with beats. I mean, if I fall in love with something, I fall in love with it. We do have in-house guys, producers that rock with us, and we use their beats a lot. But I'm also not ashamed to find a guy on the internet. You just go into YouTube, and you can find some really, really good producers on YouTube. You just type what kind of artist beat you're looking for. Like, let's say I want a Drake beat. You type Drake type beat, and then you'll get a bunch of different producers that are making beats that sound like something Drake would rap on. And you find a lot of good producers that way, and they sell their leases or exclusive rights. So there's plenty avenues to get good beats. But also I do recommend, just for the game, you want to have a couple guys that you trust that are really solid, that make something that you're happy with their sound, and you lock them in to work, because producers are also busy. They do a lot of their own stuff. So you want to get some good in-house guys that are down for the cause. And I'm pretty fortunate to have those guys. So yeah, we have a lot of good producers that help us with the beats.
Now, you mentioned, Stitch, about leasing the beats. Let's say that record goes to number 1. Is the leasing where it stops, or the beatmaster picks up some of the royalty too?
Yep. So there's many avenues you can go about it. Usually with leases, the way that works is they'll charge you. We try not to lease too much. Like, exclusive is what you want if you have legs with the song. But I mean, leases are cool. They work a lot because some people don't naturally generate as much views as they'd like, right? So with leases, you pay a much smaller price, and you get a tagless version of the beat, and you get up into a certain amount of streams or sales for it. So if your song goes number 1, you're going to want to buy exclusive rights to that beat. And if for some reason you can't now because someone has bought an exclusive rights underneath you because while you waited too long, you leased it, then I'd recommend finding a good producer that can remake the beat, which means, different sounds, the same sort of key, but just there's many ways you can remake a beat, right? And so that's had to happen sometimes. Even to myself, I've had to remake beats because the beat gets bought out. It's all part of the game, but that's why you originally want, exclusives, but not everyone can afford exclusives sometimes, with good professional producers comes professional producer price tags, right? So it's an investment.
I heard your song. I want you to do the introduction to your song. Great sounding song. Tell the viewers a little bit about the song and the title, and we'll roll it in.
Cool. Hey, it's your boy Young Stitch. The beat is the song is called New Me. It's a little bit about people wanting you to change to be what they want you to be, and it's about staying true to yourself, not giving in to the BS. It's produced by Ado the God, and it's going on my new album, Elephant in the Room, which doesn't really have a release date yet because I'm just making it perfect. But yeah, check out New Me.
just wanna see the new me. Why they acting like they knew me? But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. They be acting like they knew me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. Change for you. You fix up your face when I come around. Never take part in the high I'm on. You only there when I'm coming down. I ain't budging now. They try to fit me in they budgets now. How come the number up with they many? Cause I only with the numbers now. Had everyone saying I'll make it, then change up they statements, say making this up. Envy the way that I do my shit lately. You try to relate to the way that it was, with a face full of tell me your secrets and share all your feelings. I hate what it does, pretending we fam. You faking the love, I'm changing for what, huh? They just wanna see the new me. Why they acting like they knew me? But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. They be acting like they knew me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. Change for you. You fix up your face when I come around. Never take part in the high I'm on. You only there when I'm coming down. I ain't budging now. They try to fit me in they budgets now. How come the number up with they many? Cause I only with the numbers now. I swear that nobody believed me. I told them they'd see me like, stop what you telling me. You wasn't part of my come up. It's funny, you won't see the money you thought you was getting me. All of my product is heavenly. Watching the snakes as they causing the death of me. I'll never change it, it's all in my destiny. Fight for what's left of me. They just wanna see the new me. Why they acting like they knew me? But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. They be acting like they knew me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. They just wanna see the new me. But I will not change for you. No, I will not change for you. Change for you.
Okay, I like the sound of that. Now tell us a little bit about New Me. What did it mean to you? Where did it come from?
So it was a song I just made. I was getting a lot of success and doing really well at it. I was noticing a pickup in buzz with my career, and you know, you just notice that people's intentions for you change. The more successful you get, you get a lot of fake friends. You get a lot of people telling you what they think you should do, like kind of like backseat driver sort of situation.
Okay.
And I feel like it's that. It's the song is just, you know, they want to see a new me, but I will not change for you. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be true to myself, and that's kind of what this song is. But it's a little dark and moody, like most of my music. But
nice.
Yeah.
Now, who keeps your competitive edge up? Who keeps you fighting to do it the right way?
Ooh, that's a good question. I got a really good team behind me, like my my engineer and close friends over there, Dantana and Kenzo. They're really good guys at the studio that help me, and Kenzo used to manage me. And Kenzo's actually a manager of my side group right now, Lunchroom Poets, who's also doing very well. I have like a 5-man rap group, and it's doing really successful. And these guys can all really, really rap very well. So they keep me on my toes for sure. Also just in the sense that I just rub shoulders with a lot of the big guys in the game right now in the country. And, you know, to call these people my peers and my friends, like, you know, it's an honor. But I mean, it also keeps you competitive, right? I'm in group chats with some of the best, you know, rappers in the country. And I've got projects coming out with some of the best rappers in the country. So it keeps you on your toes and it keeps you competitive, because rap is a very competitive sport. You know what I mean? It's probably the only genre where people say they're the best and get away with it, meaning everybody thinks they're the best. That's the rat mind state. You know, I'm the best. I'm the best. So to actually rub shoulders with some of the best is truly a blessing, and it keeps me on my toes for sure.
So 5 years from now, we were 2 years apart. Let's extend it a little bit. 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
You know what? I see myself touring the world with my new label, and I see myself making my own name a staple in the hip hop community. It's already getting there, but you know, there's still lots of work ahead of me. I got to put out a timeless classic album, so I can be happy with that. That's all me, my own solo album, and yeah, I just want to be happy living off music and creating music that people want to hear.
Are you going to remember your time with the BMD?
Of course. How could I forget?
I just wanted to get the plug in there. You know, you got to remember the roots, Jack, where it comes from.
That's it. You know what? You got to stay humble.
Now, what about your music? You know, songwriting, we haven't touched on that. Where does the inspiration and the vibe come from?
You know what? Since a very young age, I've been influenced by music. I just have a natural knack for wanting to make it. Like, I just really love making music. So I'm lucky in that sense. Like, I find a lot of people get in the music game for the wrong reasons. They want to be a rock star. They want the cars and the mansion and the girls and stuff. But like, at the end of the day, I just really love making music. So I feel like that's going to help me sort of stay through all the BS. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, whether I do great or not, I'm still going to be making music.
Interesting. And the hip hop selection on your music taste, was it ever country or rock and roll or only hip hop?
I grew up in a lot of different genres. I like a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of R&B. I liked rock. I like EDM, jungle. The only genre actually I could never really get too into, not that I hate on it, just I could never get into it because it wasn't really played around me. It was country, just because I don't know enough about it. I'm just super, I like the soul, and I like, you know, I'm a really melodic guy, and I like sort of dark music too. And I feel like country's usually really happy-go-lucky stuff. So I never really got too into it, but I've heard a couple things before that I'm like, oh, like I could listen to this, you know? But I listen to everything pretty much.
What about your thoughts on the music game, where it's headed from when you started? Say you've been in it and at it 10, 15 years, you've watched it evolve. Where do you see it going now?
Unfortunately, like because of the way of streaming and the way of everything, like it's a lot tougher now. Like when I was younger, it seemed like it was a bigger dream. Like now these days, labels, if you've even signed to a label, unless you get a good label back and you like a good Canadian label like myself, a lot of these guys want you to just be successful first before they even invest in you or put money into you, where back in the day it was all, you know, if they found talent that they saw something they could ride with, they would invest the money in you. But now they kind of want you to be invested in yourself. And the way music's going is good and bad because it gives everyone the outlet to do it. Like it's never been so easy to do your own music and just hit a recording studio and record a music video, which, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the thought of doing a music video was this whole big thing. Now guys got 4K cameras. We can run outside right now and film a music video that looks just as good as anything else in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So the way music's going is technology has really made it easier to be a musician, but the accessibility and convenience of it has made it less possible to succeed and actually make a living off of it. It's harder to make a living off music because everyone and their dog is a musician now, and everyone's got a Spotify account. And so picture there would have been, it split 5 ways, music, let's say, now it's split 10 ways, now it's split 15 ways. Now, you know what I mean? It's oversaturated a bit. Yeah. And especially with hip hop, like I find because of the way the engineers are working and how auto-tune rap is really popular, and I'm not hating on it, there's a lot I like. It makes it easier for people that don't necessarily have a raw skill or the raw talent in it to still sound good, because the engineers are so top notch these days with effects and plugins, and like they can kind of even make people that aren't that great sound amazing. So it kind of oversaturates the music a bit.
I ask every artist this question, simple question, but it's a tough way to answer. And you've been on the highs and lows and the good, bad, and ugly. How tough is the music industry?
It is probably the toughest the toughest industry. It's super cutthroat. I mean, put it this way. I'm 30. I've been rapping and actually like putting out content and stuff since I've been like 14, 15 years old. And I can honestly say it's not until the last couple years, like maybe I want to see 4 years. So you do the math on that of where I've actually started to see a return as far as financial goes and income and stuff. Like I've put in countless hours and so much money and taken so many L's before I've caught victories. And it is a super hard game to get into. I say don't get into it if you're looking to just succeed and become a rock star. Get into the music business because you love making music, and be prepared to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of money into it. Like, you can't just do music with no money. So you need a job. You need to have a job to do music properly. And that's the irony, because once you're doing it properly and things are working well, you might not need to work. Some people are fortunate enough that they make enough off music. They don't need to, but until that point, you need money to invest in yourself. You need to pay for the proper engineers, artwork, video work, production. It all costs money. The best of the best, like anything, is not cheap, right? So, be prepared to work hard. It's a tough freaking game for sure.
Now, speaking of hard, who's your biggest support group around you?
My biggest, probably my family and my friends all around me. And, I stay driven. I've lost a lot of people due to music as well. It's another reason why it's tough. I've gone through a lot of different friends and, had coinciding beliefs and people that didn't want to work as hard. And your biggest support system's got to be yourself, and you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to be ready to work hard for this. Like, no one's going to hand feed it to you, so you got to be good with yourself before everyone around you can be good with you, and just be prepared to burn bridges or have bridges burnt, should I say, and, lose friends over it if you really care about it, if that's what it means to you. Some people aren't going to believe in your vision, and it's going to hurt,
What do you do with the friends you've lost over the years? Now you make it big. You just signed a new deal. You're going to become a star and a big shot. What do you do if they come knocking on your door trying to work it out again because you're a star?
It happens, believe it or not. And I'm not even that big. And it happens. And, every time I post a new accolade or something new that I've done that's exciting, you get people that hit you up in your messages that haven't talked to you in a long time. That really is on you at that point. Like, some people, for friendship's sake, you want to rekindle it, and it's worth even them popping up. But you also got to know people's intentions and know if they only pop up when it's convenient for them, they're probably saying a lot about themselves right there. You just got to keep your circle small and make sure you're surrounded by people that you trust unconditionally, because there's going to be a lot of times, like you just mentioned, where that trust is going to be tested. And, good things happen, and people only want to come around for the highs but aren't around for the lows. You just got to watch that. You got to watch for who looks out for you when you're not doing good, not just for when you are.
Now, it comes to my favorite time of the show where we twist your arm a little bit and we ask you to do a little bit of freestyling, which I know you are on demand and you're ready to jump in. So can you give us a couple of verses?
Yeah, let's do something here. I'm going to play a beat.
Go ahead.
All right, let me get in my zone here. I'm just finding it here. Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, no problem. We're excited to see you in the raw talent without all the mix. I love that the most because it's really you.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. So normally, like, I would kick freestyle like off the top, but because I don't want to swear too much and stuff, I'm going to spit something that's kind of more geared towards this.
Great.
All right. Just because otherwise you start dropping F-bombs and stuff, and then we ruin a perfectly good interview.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do this. Let me just make sure my volume's up. The BMD, baby. We out here.
Okay.
It feels like everybody's trying to catch a break off Stitch. The ones that try to take it off from you ain't the ones you take off with. Till them chickens come around and you try to impress them. They're getting bored with your story, bring my name up quick. My own friends try to act like I've changed, it's kind of crazy. Maybe it's Maybelline the way they make up ish. They wonder why there's empty space in my chest, and I tell them I'd rather have a hollow heart than make this fake love fit. I'm in my own path to greatness, do my own math and face it, embrace it. Ain't nobody hold me down. Tell my mother every grown man gets wasted. Fame is so close, I think my old man can taste it. Lord, I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of waiting. All the mistakes I made put me in this situation. A wise man once told me that the party in your head's much better than the party going on. I need a shit to chase this. Confused with who I stand for. Dancing on my grave. I thought you was my man though. Play it by ear. This shit is Van Gogh. Try to count the favors that I've done, y'all. There ain't enough fingers on my hand though. Blessings on blessings, they want to know me. Queen Street West in a plaid shirt with the goatee. Go paper, go weed, go rapper, OE. Stizzy always trying to get some, that's just so me. Jeez. Another day is another test. I put my all in this and nothing less. So put the best up on my chessboard. It's strange how the game's like a blind date. You never know what you up against. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You never go out of your way, that's why I brought it to you. We're getting effed up every night in the studio making hits that you doing your drugs too. Just tell my family I'm not a loser. Kama Sutra, F y'all in the page. I look to the most high, my mind lost in the days I've been searching for something that I can lean on. Life is a scoreboard I've been trying to put my team on. Top boy just put it all on the table. Just like the movie wanted, they picked me out from an angle. Kill the game with a hot line. Hot guy, got your top five talking to angels. Made it, but I kind of feel lost. You're trying to reap the benefits, but pay no real cost. Faces of a real boss doesn't peel up. They find it hard to see me, I'm behind a hill cross. Waiting for y'all to climb to a height that I can't reach. Presence of a God, when they see me, they can't speak. My man's eat. First try, never had a plan B. What the hell you drinking for thinking you understand me? Jeez.
Whoa.
BMD, what up?
Very good. Very good, my brother. Very good.
Hey,
hey listen, how I'm out of breath listening to you. I didn't see you take a breath there. How did you carry the windpipe for that one?
All right, so basically when you're rapping and you're actually rapping live, a key component to that is breath control. Like a lot of rappers that rap like that will try and kind of fit as many syllables and as many words as you can in, and that's not always the best. Like you want to know when a bar is going to end so you have proper breath and breathing to take that subtle breath so people don't, like yourself, don't notice that you're breathing. You know?
Yeah, it looked like you didn't take a breath at all.
Yeah, that's being a seasoned MC for sure.
Gotcha.
That stuff comes with lots of practice for sure.
Did you have to train for that, like
for sure.
exercises?
Not even so much breathing exercises. It would just be like me running through it so many times and noticing where I'm running out of breath. And then sometimes if you notice in the same point you're running out of breath, you want to kind of like cater the verse a little bit, get rid of a couple words or maybe change something with like a less syllable. So in that syllable gap, you have a second to, you know, it's tough.
So where did all the words come from?
You know what?
It just flowed.
Yeah, like so. I like that one's something written. I also can do off the head where I just rap as I go. The problem with off the top freestyling is a broad word. It's basically just a long verse with no real guidance. So it's not really a whole song. It's just me rapping with no rules, right? But freestyling I can do off the top as well. The only problem with that is because it comes to your head so quick and there's like a little reaction speed to get it out. Sometimes you end up saying things, you know, you can't really control everything that pops up. So you start swearing too much or whatever. It's tough.
Has COVID-19 to coin a phrase, put a rap on you? Or what are you doing in the absence of the clubs and the concerts and the gigs?
For sure. Yeah, no, it has. It's tough because musicians, like I was saying earlier in the interview, that the most important part of being a musician and making money off of it is touring and doing live shows and selling your merchandise and actually being in people's faces. That's where the most money is made. And any artist will tell you that unless it's like Drake is just huge in every aspect, right? At that point, you're making $1 million doing anything. But like artists at my level and a little bigger than me, touring is everything. So it's definitely the music industry takes a hit. But, you know, we're constantly adapting and finding ways to generate income other ways. People are doing live shows on via Facebook. I know it's not the same, but it's a good way to support artists. If you really love an artist and you want to see them stay doing their craft, you should support them. And if they're doing live shows and it's a couple dollars to tune in rather than just free stuff, I say you do it. but I've been doing really well working with other artists too. Lots of collaborations have been coming in. So I've just been staying in the studio, staying writing, and staying ready to prepare to drop all my new stuff on the people.
Do you put yourself out there for hire?
I've been out there for hire. I've done corporate stuff. And again, like COVID kind of dampers that sort of stuff. As far as working, like I'm pretty active on my social media, and anyone that's a fan usually can get a hold of me pretty easily. I don't leave anybody on unread. So yeah, people always just hit me up and they say, hey, what are you charging for collaborations? And I give them my rates. And yeah, lots of times it works out and they want something from me. So I hit the studio and I bang out a verse for them.
Are you at the level anymore of would you do a freestyling competition again, or are those days over?
Because I'm competitive, if the prizes make sense, like there's a lot of contests going on. I'm actually pretty known for holding contests. Like right now, actually I'll plug it right here. My group Lunchroom Poets is having a cipher contest on Facebook, the Lunchroom Poets Cipher Contest. And basically we supplied 3 original beats, and we have a bunch of rappers that you just pick the beat you like the most. You write your best 16-bar verse to it, film yourself rapping it on your phone so anyone can do it. You don't need a studio. And we pick the top 3. And like the first place prize is the biggest one, but you win cash, you win a collaboration with me and my whole group, you win a whole EP mixed and mastered at the studio, a music video. It's basically an artist development package that you win if you win this contest. So any artists watching this right now that are in hip hop, you got a really good opportunity there. But as far as me doing another contest, if it makes sense, I'll do it. I mean, the problem with once you reach a certain level of doing these things, you can't necessarily just do every little contest. I can't necessarily give just a random guy that hasn't put in the work same efforts as me to just now risk throwing it all away so he can hold the crown. You know what I mean? I got to hold some sort of sacredness to that. So if the prizes make sense, if it's something that is worth, losing what I've won, then for sure, because I'm a competitive person. But unfortunately for the Joe Schmoes that just randomly call me out because they're mad at me and I've never heard of them, those guys probably won't get a response from me.
Gotcha. We got a couple of minutes left in the interview. Want to ask you a question. Do you still get butterflies when you have to do a show or a concert, or is all that over?
You know what's crazy? It's weird. On stage, I feel so natural and normal when I'm performing. I don't really get butterflies anymore. It's actually weird that the more one-on-one stuff, like even this, like I get more butterflies to just rap this verse for you here like this than I would for like being in front of 200 people on a stage. It's a weird thing because you can kind of tune them out. But here, when you're right here, I know like I mess up or anything, you're going to catch it right away. You know what I mean? So it's more butterflies doing the personal stuff, I find. Gotcha. And battling, when I used to do the battles, like that stuff, like BET, I did get a little bit of butterflies just because the weight of it and the fact that when you're doing something, there's no beat playing, you're on national television, we're being filmed live, like there's a lot more pressure if you mess up. On stage, the music's loud, it's bassy, there's peep bodies in the room, everyone's getting drunk. You might maybe mess up a word. You got a buddy on stage with a mic to catch your mistake, and no one really notices it. And 2 seconds later, you're fine. You keep going. But on the setting like the BET thing, if I mess up one word, all of a sudden it's dead silence. Everyone hears it. Now I'm choking, like the one artist did during the contest, choked. And, now everyone's watching on BET, like, oh my God, he's choking. Like it's different. So it depends the situation. But most shows, no, I don't really get nervous.
Listen, before we go, tell me and the listeners and viewers all your social media rips.
Yeah. So basically,
get to you.
For sure. So on social media, I'm pretty active on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is official Young Stitch. Facebook is just type in Young Stitch. And I'm all over YouTube as well. I'm all over Spotify. If you're on Spotify, type Young Stitch. No weird spelling. It's just how it is. Also, my group, Lunchroom Poets. Poets is with a Z. And we're doing really big things too. That's my group. And we have a contest going on right now. Hit up Facebook and hit up the Lunchroom Poets Cipher Contest and see some cool prizes you can win.
Listen, buddy, great to catch up with you. Folks, you've been listening to MLB Major League Broadcasting with the still young hip-hop rap star who is headed for the heavens. That's Young Stitch. Catching up today with him. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you are happy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're happy what you heard or what you listened to, and hit the thumbs up on the like button. And we always tell everybody, if you're happy, tell a friend. Young Stitch, good to catch up, and we'll see you again, buddy.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. Rock on, eh? Peace.